Please remember two things. Every one of these numbers, the cases and the variants and the people we have lost, represent your neighbors in this state. And also, I'd like you to know that I am not sharing these numbers with the intent to scare you. I'm sharing them so you have accurate information from a trusted source so you can make important decisions for yourself and for your family. Our 7-day average of confirmed cases here in Wisconsin is 242 cases per day, which is 2.8 times higher than where we were 2 weeks ago, when our 7-day average was 85 cases per day. Increases in cases are occurring in every state in the nation. And Dr. Rochelle Walensky, director of the CDC, reported yesterday that 83% of sequenced cases were the Delta variant. Our state lab of hygiene is reporting the same trend here in Wisconsin, with an increasing proportion of sequenced samples representing the Delta variant. And what we know is this variant is extremely infectious, and it will spread even more quickly than any form of COVID we have seen to date. And it will spread most effectively to those who are not vaccinated. And more infected people means we will see more hospitalizations and more deaths. Over the past 2 weeks, we have seen Wisconsin hospitalizations rise from 74 people with COVID hospitalized across the state to 143 reported yesterday, almost double the patients. Nearly all of these patients could have avoided this fate if they had been vaccinated. So why didn't they? Many of them received incorrect information about vaccines via social media or friends or family members who were also informed by errant sources. Last week, the Surgeon General released a report on misinformation that details how this happened and what we can do to combat it. The threat of misinformation comes to life even more when you hear the words of critically ill patients with COVID. Dr. Brittany Kobia, a physician in Birmingham, Alabama, has recently shared her experience with patients begging for vaccine as they were about to be placed on a ventilator. I hold their hand and tell them I'm sorry, but it's too late, she said. They cry and they tell me they didn't know. They thought it was a hoax. They thought it was political. They thought because they had a certain blood type or a certain skin color, they wouldn't get as sick. They thought it was just the flu, but they were wrong and they wish they could go back, but they can't. I'm painting a pretty grim picture, but there is a way out of this, a way to stop these increases in cases, hospitalizations, and deaths, to stop the spread of the Delta variant, and to help prevent future variants from developing. And we do that by getting vaccinated, by getting our children who are eligible vaccinated, by talking to our family and our neighbors about the importance of getting vaccinated. This is how you protect yourself and how we protect our state.